I'm picking up that something really powerful is coming to light here, or that someone wants to come forward with some kind of confession. I feel in most cases this is a confession of feelings or having deeper feelings about you, whoever you are listening, than they may have let on in the beginning with lifting the veil in the reverse position. I also feel that I'm picking up on a masculine energy here who is feeling as though, as a result of meeting or connecting with the divine feminine, it is quite literally causing them to question everything about themselves, about their life, about the world. It feels like you've really shaken up this person's world. The three cards that came up from the traditional tarot, of course, besides that lifting the veil card from the Starseed Oracle, were the Three of Swords, the Lovers reversed, and Ace of Cups in the upright position. So with the Three of Swords coming out here, I feel as though this masculine coming through is struggling because they have really been hurt in the past. I see that possibly this person has experienced a string of heartbreaks or heartbreaking kinds of situations where they may have felt betrayed or abandoned. That word betrayed is coming up pretty strongly here. It feels like past love situations may have actually made this person jaded in some sense. I hear them saying, is this too good to be true? It's almost as though in connecting with you, they're worried somehow that the other shoe is going to drop here, as we say. And this may be causing them to actually pull away at times, to kind of get lost in their own head, in their own thoughts. And yet here we have the Ace of Cups, them really strongly desiring, longing for this new beginning with you, longing to move this forward. It's almost like this person is in a major conflict between the past wounds and love, the past pain that is keeping them a bit hesitant, or I should say, causing them to try and keep themselves looking hesitant, when really in their heart, they're feeling all in for you in this connection, just afraid that it might be too good to be true. Now, with the Lovers card in the reverse position, the fact that the Lovers card is coming out right at the beginning of this reading at all tells me that there is an extremely powerful soul connection here. This is most likely a twin flame or a soulmate. This has potential for a divine counterpart, sacred union kind of resolution here. However, I feel that reaching that point of sacred union in the physical world hinges on how this person is able to overcome their fears. It's almost like you, Divine Feminine, have entered this person's life. You have called them forward to this powerful new beginning. You've spiritually activated them in a really powerful way, because again, we have that lifting the veil reverse card. But at this point in time, of course, time doesn't really exist from the level of energy, but speaking in human physical terms, at this point in time, it seems that this masculine is at somewhat of a crossroads. He has to decide. It's almost like his spirit guides and your spirit guides that are working together to bring the both of you into union are asking him, are you willing and able to leave behind the pain from your past? Are you able to fully move forward towards what your heart wants here? Or are you going to allow the past to continue to hold you back? And that's what I see being the major question here surfacing for this masculine energy coming through. With the sacral chakra in the reverse position, this really represents emotional expression, opening up, being expressive about one's feelings. The fact that this card is reversed tells me that the masculine here does have a bit of a sacral chakra blockage. This may be someone who really struggles to put words to how they're feeling or to emotionally express themselves. What scares this person is that with you, it doesn't even seem possible not to at least to some degree, reveal how they're feeling. I'm hearing that you will see it on this person's face if you're physically together, or in their eyes in a way that they can't hide. It's almost like they're childlike with happiness and excitement whenever they see you or connect with you. And even if they won't vocalize this with words, you see it in their face, you see it in their eyes. This is a masculine who typically likes to show with his action rather than his words. And I'm getting that if you're the divine feminine connecting on the other side of this situation, it seems like you might be wanting words of validation from this person. You might be seeking this person to tell you verbally how they feel about you, to come forward in a verbal way, when in actuality, it seems like your guides here are advising that this particular masculine is not going to come forward necessarily immediately in a verbal way. He is going to show you over time through these cues of how he responds and reacts to you physically, again, through facial expressions, through his eyes, as well as through consistency of action. Now, of course, the masculine spirit guides are pushing him to have the courage to be consistent with those actions, to not allow his fear to prevent him from pursuing, from going after what he really wants here. Yeah, there's a lot of fear blockages here with 9 of Swords in the upright position. I also feel that there could be a lot of people looking at this situation or aware of this situation, because I'm hearing the word gossip. Like, people could be talking about you or this masculine or your feelings for each other. I just keep seeing someone whispering to someone else, so that might be relevant to someone listening. It feels like the two of you attract a lot of attention in some way. So if you're out in public with each other, you may have other people look at you, stare at you, even approach you at times. You might just have this aura, this shared energy about the two of you that is really hard to explain or describe from physical human words, but at a spiritual level, it's because of the past life history that you share that means the two of you are energetically already very much merged. It's like you have this shared energy about you that quite literally brightens any room that the two of you walk into together. If this is a twin flame situation, this is really reminding me of what we sometimes call the twin flame glow, when two twin flames physically incarnated simultaneously on the earth plane are also within 6 feet of each other physically, which means that their auras are physically merging as well. And there can be this almost mesmerizing effect of their energy on other people, where they're kind of in this bright little bubble, energetically speaking. And it feels like if the two of you ever spend time out together in the physical world, you are kind of in that bright bubble of energy. With you've got the Love in a reverse position from the Starseed Oracle and the Courageous Peony, I feel like this person has an immense amount of feeling for you that they are holding back, because this card is reversed, meaning that I actually see this person welling up with emotion, getting emotional with the void. If there's been some kind of separation or distance or disconnect between the two of you, this has actually sent this person into a lot of fear, into almost this emotional spiral where you, Divine Feminine, may have felt some of those fears coming up. You may have felt sadness or grief coming up around this person, and thought that perhaps it was just you feeling this way. But your guides want you to know that this person is equally feeling that void if, again, the two of you are separate or there's some kind of separation here. But with the Courageous Peony, it's like this connection is asking the masculine here, do you have the courage to express the love that is within you? Do you have the courage to allow yourself to be fully seen? Because at a different level in this connection, I feel this masculine is actually terrified by the way that you, Divine Feminine, seem to see him so clearly and so intensely. Eye contact here between the two of you is absolutely a very intense part of your connection. When you look into this masculine's eyes, he feels as though you are seeing right through him. With 4 of Wands in a reverse position, this may be a masculine here who has some kind of an imbalanced or unhappy situation at home, or something he's worried about regarding his home life. This also could be something he is thinking about from when he was growing up, this could be what we sometimes refer to as some type of inner child wounding here. Now, I have to tell you, there's something sticking out with that Three of Swords card that came out at the beginning of the reading. There's something about the number 3 here. So 333 could be a synchronicity, but I'm also hearing third party. So this won't be the case for everyone, but for some of you listening, there may be some third person. This could be a karmic feminine situation who is looking at the divine feminine here, feeling a lot of jealousy. Now, when I say this is a karmic feminine or a third party, this doesn't necessarily mean that this is someone the masculine here is or has been in romantic relationship with. This could be a mother, a family member, a friend. This could be a coworker, a platonic situation. And again, this won't resonate for everyone. But for someone here, I feel like there is a karmic feminine here who, and hearing likes to have control over this masculine, doesn't like to see him connecting with other women. Again, even if this is platonic and not a romantic situation, this is someone who feels, I'm hearing jealous of your beauty, divine feminine, but not just your beauty physically, it's your radiance. Jealous that you have this kind of inner and outer beauty, that you have this energy about you that is really captivating and really beautiful. This is someone who is very materialistic and who tries to appear to be beautiful externally, but who has a very cold heart on the inside is what I'm getting, and therefore doesn't have that warmth internally that creates that kind of inner beauty, that kind-heartedness. I don't know who I'm speaking to here, so this could just be for one or two people. Only take that if it does connect with you. But you'll know if this is for you because whenever you hear this person's name or see a picture of them or look at their social media or whatever the case is, you will get this uncomfortable feeling. And that uncomfortable feeling is telling you that this person has been sending you a lot of jealous energy, but also that they really lack a deeper level of spiritual awareness and their heart chakra is very closed off as well. Now, I am seeing the Knight of Swords in the upright position. So this card represents someone who is very fast moving, possibly very impulsive. So I'm seeing that divine feminine. This could actually represent a different masculine energy in your life who is moving very quickly towards you. This also could be the same person, but in a different energetic state. What I sometimes say is a transformed energetic state, because of course, what comes through these readings are simply energies. So you can take them as they connect, and if they connect internally or to your external world. Now, I usually say this at the beginning, but if you would like me to channel specifically for you and your situation, be sure to like the video and also double check that you are subscribed to the channel, because by liking and subscribing, this does allow me to pick up more easily on your energy and channel more specifically for you. Okay, so this Knight of Swords. So for some of you, this could be a separate masculine energy. Someone who may be a bit impulsive or reckless in some way. This may be someone who lives very much in the present, doesn't really feel comfortable planning in the long term for their life, but who feels very decisive when it comes to you, like they really want you in their life. This person, however, has the energy of someone who actually may have been moving very slowly in the past. They may have been very wishy-washy is kind of the word coming out, the best word I can find to describe it. They may have even come off as flaky or non-committal or as giving you some mixed signals in the past that led to frustration. However, when this person energetically begins sensing this other powerful masculine energy coming in here, for whoever I'm speaking to, they began to feel threatened and immediately pushed into action. It's almost like even if you didn't talk about this masculine that is coming in spiritually, energetically, or physically that we've been channeling here with the Lover's energy, even if you haven't spoken verbally to this other masculine energy about this person, they have felt almost like this fire lit under them. This sense of competitiveness and a really strong desire to move forward very quickly towards you, like to lay claim on you. Honestly, it's almost feeling like this sort of protective or possessive kind of energy that was ignited by the idea of you actually connecting with someone else. It feels like this person may actually impulsively travel to you, reach out to you, want to come see you. They are also coming up as the Nine of Swords. So someone who is feeling really anxious, it's almost like anxiety is pushing this fast-moving action. Because quite frankly, this person senses that you're connecting with a very powerful love energy and they're terrified of being cut out or boxed out of your life. The thing about this person is, though, there's someone who's very indecisive until the last minute. I want to say procrastinator. It's like this person typically refuses to fully make a decision until it's in and during the last quarter of the game, the last few minutes of the game. And again, it was this other energy that you're calling in, whether this other energy is the love energy that you are really radiating from within yourself, or whether it's this other literal masculine energy embodying this unconditional love, that lover's card that you're calling into your life. However it applies for you, that love energy that you've called in and are calling in is subconsciously pushing this person to be extremely decisive in a way that possibly even looks impulsive. Yeah, with the King of Swords reversed, when it comes to their life, the thing that's frustrating about this person is they live in the moment when it comes to their day-to-day life, but they're very overly cautious when it comes to their long-term planning. So they never seem to really put themselves out there, take a risk that could lead to a positive payoff or a positive investment, particularly when it comes to their work. I feel like there's something with this person's work or career that may be frustrating for you, Divine Feminine, because this may be a type of person who kind of lacks any sense of what they want to do with themselves or their life. Again, they have this kind of drifting sort of energy. I feel like because of that, they may have overly relied on you to be their anchor, to be the one who was making the plans or calling the shots. Whereas you, Divine Feminine, have really reached a point in your soul's evolution where you desire to just relax into your Divine Feminine, effortless magnetism. You no longer desire to overcompensate, to push into that heavily masculinized energy. You really want to just allow yourself to go with the flow of your life, to be this creative generator, this creative powerhouse that you are, to allow what is meant for you to be effortlessly magnetized into your life. And I feel that that shift within you has actually lit a fire under this person and caused them to, again, rise up and become very assertive in a way that they haven't been in the past, to become much more protective and defensive of you and to start moving towards you very, very quickly. Yeah, this person is determined to win. It's almost like they're sensing competition here, and they want to be the one to win your heart with the World card and the Six of Wands card. This is someone who is really focused on being the one who stands out to you, being the one who fully wins you over. With the World card, they also might be considering traveling to see you, making some plan towards you. But also this can simply represent that being around you causes this person to feel a kind of wholeness or completeness within themselves. However, again, the frustrating element to this is it seems that it took this person sensing you either really relaxing back into your feminine essence or moving on, calling in powerful new love connection for them to actually be pushed and motivated into these changes. Now, again, these could be the same masculine energy. This could be two entirely different people. Okay, so Divine Feminine, let's channel a little bit more into your own individual energy. There were all of these really powerful energies attached to you coming up at the very beginning of the reading. So we haven't really had a chance to dive into what is going on within you right now. And right as I took that energetic turn in this reading, we pulled the Six of Coins, which is a card of equal giving and receiving, balancing your giving and taking energy, balancing your receptive and your giving. energies, essences within yourself. And this actually really represents a balancing of your internal divine masculine and divine feminine, which is bringing you into a powerful inner union. Specifically, divine feminine, I feel at this time you are no longer giving to situations which are unwilling or incapable of reciprocating with you in a balanced way. If something isn't reciprocating with you, you simply withdraw your energy and attention from it. Now, the ironic thing about doing this is very often when you withdraw your energy from something that isn't reciprocating with you, it will actually feel in response a push to give to you, to reciprocate with you. We see this very often, especially in love relationships and connections. And I see this actually occurring possibly with with definitely love situations in your life, because I have the Two of Cups in the upright position. You keeping this kind of free-flowing, open mindset when it comes to your life, allowing yourself to really focus on the energy within yourself rather than the outcome, meaning to focus on what is adding to your life, what is reciprocating with you, how you are balancing your give and take energy internally, as opposed to exactly who you are going to align with physically, what timeline that's going to occur on, how it's going to look in the physical world. This is creating a really powerful magnetism around you that is attracting in a sacred union situation. I'm seeing something about the fall, so this could mean that you are aligning with this union or aligning with the person that you will be uniting with in this way before the fall. Specifically, I'm seeing something about October for some of you listening. I'm not sure why. But with the Two of Cups upright, I'm hearing balance attracts in the love that you desire, holding that internal balance and harmony within yourself, staying in your center of gravity. You're on the right track, by the way. Your spirit guides really want you to know that. Whenever you feel peace, whenever you feel self-love, whenever you're feeling the connectedness to your higher self, to the divine within you, know that that is a powerful sign that you are in the process of magnetizing in this beautiful sacred union situation. Whether this is a harmonizing of a certain connection that's already in your physical life, or whether this is drawing in someone new into your life, I do see a really powerful potential partnership here. Now, an interesting sort of visual that my guides were giving me the other day to give during this reading is that for those of you who have been encountering different masculine energies in your life, whether it is soulmates, twin flames, whatever the case is, and if you've been feeling almost a confusion, like, I don't know if this person or that person is my soulmate, is my twin flame, is the one I am supposed to life partner with, know that what could be happening for you is that part of your reason for whoever I'm speaking to here, for incarnating on the earth plane at this time, has actually been to be this powerful, lit up beacon of unconditional love and light on the planet, and to, in sharing, radiating your light, activate and awaken spiritually people around you, anyone who comes into contact with your energy. And that's really what you're doing now. Specifically when it comes to these masculine energies, what's happening here is there are these incredibly powerful potential timelines where you are in harmonious union with some of these masculines that you are connecting with and coming across. You are, in a sense, vibrating higher, standing on this higher timeline energetically, activating them and beckoning them up to this higher timeline with you. However, because of the free will that we have as humans, these masculines must still decide if they are willing to align themselves with that higher timeline where they could then fully, physically reunite with you in a materialized sacred union kind of situation. And so all you can do is be the activator, share your unconditional love, keep your heart open, stay in the present moment, stay with the flow of your life, share your love, and allow, when we say allow what is meant for you to align with you. In love, we're essentially saying remain on your highest timeline, keep vibrating in this higher state of being, and allow the masculine here, who is ready to meet you on this higher timeline in a union state, to align with you there. because not everyone is always ready to do the work necessary, the energetic work within themselves to align with a higher timeline that they could then connect with you on. However, what is really pushing these masculines to align with that higher timeline is coming up as the Hanged Man in the reverse position. Once someone, and you'll know if I'm speaking to you here, but once someone connects with you, meets you, once you activate them, even if they don't realize it in the moment, they will find that the rest of their life feels extremely dull by comparison to that connection they felt with you. And I feel at least one person around you or from your past sensing that discontentment, that apathy, that sense of dullness about their life in your absence or when you're not around, that is actually pushing them to begin embodying more of that divine masculine, that awakened masculine energy, to raise their vibration and align with you in a union on a higher timeline. Again, being pushed, being motivated by their feeling of, quite simply, I hear them saying life feels so dull without you. But what they're really speaking to is the fact that beyond physical perception, there's an energy about you that is extremely exhilarating and activating and magnetizing to their soul. And that is really what they're longing for, what they're actually feeling addicted to here. So I died as mineral and became a plant. I died as plant and rose to animal. I died as animal and I became human. Why should I fear anything? When was I ever less by dying? Rumi. And the guidebook also says, dare to take my hand and become set alight with holy fire, my cherished one. Step forward with me. Let us burn together, dissembled in the light that cannot be extinguished. This is the light that burns with such incandescent truth that no falsehood can withstand its audacious vibrancy. Come with me now to the light. Together we shall melt into truth. There is a light so intense, so powerful that nothing other than itself, its own truth, can exist in its presence. It is the sacred seed, the star of your being, lit up from within. It is the light that never goes out. It is the light that is so powerful it is beyond duality of light and dark, cannot ever be extinguished or diminished, and quite simply beyond all logic just is. Certainly no lie or deception, no boundary or defense can remain intact in its presence. The blazing divinity of this light sears through any pretense, annihilates illusions, and takes us into stark experience of divine truth. It is gentleness, and yet it cannot be overcome. It is enduring power, and yet it is tender. An illusion has or soon will be released, and you shall become freer. Free in a way that only truth can provide. And right as I was reading that last line, I remembered that at the beginning of the reading, we spoke on potentially some powerful confession coming forward.